Clarko, first off, Nick Larkey doesn't look like he's going to play.
No, he'll have another week. He's got as it's turned out, he's got a really slight PCL, and he got that knock in the Western Bulldogs game. And we thought it was ever so slight, but when we got it scanned, it revealed the slightest of damage. So we're just waiting for that to repair. Really, not wanting to take too much of a risk with him. So as we saw today, he couldn't do the required training that we needed him to do to make him available to play this week. So it's maybe a week by week thing, but hopefully it improves a fair bit by the Geelong game for next week.
Has Luke McDonald gone in for surgery?
Yeah, he's had a shoulder injury from the Hawthorn game that when we went and saw the specialist just post that game, they said, well, let's just leave it for a couple of weeks and see whether he can regain some strength in it. Knowing full well that he's probably going to require surgery at the end of the year, but it just hasn't improved enough in terms of the strength or function to get him to the line. So he's gone in for surgery today, so he'll be out for the rest of the season.
Well, where does that leave him and his sort of future?
Well, he's still contracted, so he'll repair the shoulder and get going again.
George and LDU both good to go?
Yeah, they're both available to play, so which is really pleasing for us. They both have gone through their concussion protocols and come out the other side of it. So they're both trained really well today, and they'll be available to play.
Obviously, a huge blow to lose Tristan, but what kind of challenge does this present for the next man up?
Yeah, well, pretty significant challenge, especially this week, because Grundy's been in such terrific form for the Swans. Has been a key part to their turnaround in form over the last 6 or 8 weeks in particular. So, not ideal. We lose Big X, but it just presents an opportunity for someone else to step up in that role, and we'll decide that this afternoon. But big challenge. It's a big challenge to come up against Grundy anyway. So. That's going to be a significant part of the game.
What have you made of the Swans? Obviously, they've had a bit of a revival in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, it's not just the last couple of weeks. I think their last 6 or 8 games have been pretty strong, and they've got a couple of experienced guys back into their side too. Which their captain Mills has come back in after missing the best part of the last 18 months. Really, he's had a treacherous run with injury, and Goulden's come back into their side and has really stiffened up their midfield. So they're 2 high quality players, and I think that's improved them significantly over the last 5 or 6 weeks.
What's obviously getting the win is the main goal, but what do you really want to see your team get out of this match against the Swans?
Well, it's just another opportunity. It's a good opponent. They're on their home deck. It's just another good opportunity for us to pit ourselves against a side that we've got enormous respect for, and they. Really competitive side in terms of the way that they move the footy and their strength around the contest. It's really improved their numbers around the contest, in particular the last 6 or 8 weeks as well. So that had always been a strength of the Sydney side that had probably gone missing a little bit with them earlier in the year when they weren't going as well. And now they're going better. It's probably because of that stronger contest work through the middle of the ground. So I think Mills and Goulden once again have helped in that space, but that's the challenge that we can confront. We've got LDU, which will help us a little bit in that space, which we're pleased about. But I'm just looking forward to the challenge. They're a good opponent, and we're going to continue to test ourselves. And these last 6 games of the season are just so valuable for us. More game time into our younger players, and opportunity to travel together again. And looking forward to the might be a bit more sun in Sydney than what there is down here in Melbourne. So looking forward to the game.
Yeah, ways up really.
Yeah, that's right.
To just an off-field one, I think there was a suggestion that the club might look at Xerri as a potential trade option.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I haven't spoken to our list management team for the last couple of weeks, but we'll look at any player we think is going to help our list. But I think that he'd be pretty content at Collingwood. They're chasing the flag, and don't think we'll be in that space, but who knows? As I said, I haven't spoken to our list management guys for the last couple of weeks.
Given he's an experienced player, he's got premiership experience, and it is such a young side, though, someone you would consider looking at.
We had that sort of strategy at the end of last year when we brought in Luke Parker and Jack Darling, Caleb Daniel. And they've given us some really good assistance and sturdiness, but we just can't keep going down that line either, because otherwise we become too old. So, but we'll just keep working our way through what's available and what are our needs, and how we think we can best improve as a footy club, because we sit where we are on the ladder for a reason. We need to get better, and the quality of our list needs to get better, and we'll just keep working through that as the next 6, 8, 10 weeks unfold in terms of who might be available to come to your club.